Have you ever wondered how ChatGPT actually reads what you type? Here's something surprising. AI does not understand words. It doesn't see sentences. It doesn't even see letters. It sees numbers. Before your message reaches an AI model, it gets broken into something called tokens. And tokenization is the invisible engine that makes modern AI possible. Today, I'll show you exactly how that works. Tokenization is the process of breaking text into smaller units called tokens. Let's take a simple sentence. Artificial intelligence is powerful. A human reads that as 5 words, but an AI model first converts it into pieces. It might split it like this. Artificial intelligence is powerful dot. Each of these pieces becomes a token, but here's the important part. Each token is then converted into a number. For example, artificial becomes 9231, intelligence becomes 48192, is becomes 302, powerful becomes 7721, dot becomes 13. The model doesn't see words. It sees something like 9231, 48192, 302, 7721, 13. That's what it processes. Here's where it gets interesting. AI models often don't split by full words. They split by subwords. For example, unbelievable may become unbelievable. Why? Because language is messy. New words appear all the time. If the model stored every possible word, the vocabulary would explode. Instead, models use techniques like byte pair encoding, sentence piece, and word piece. This allows them to build complex words from smaller pieces. That makes the system more efficient and flexible. Here's something most people don't realize. When a model says it has a 128K context window, that does not mean 128,000 words. It means 128,000 tokens. Rough rule, one token is about 3/4 of a word in English. So if you write 1,000 words, you're probably using about 1,300 tokens. This matters because tokens determine cost, speed, and how much memory the model can use. So tokenization directly impacts performance. Now comes the real engine. Once your text becomes tokens, the model tries to predict the next one. At its core, an AI language model is estimating the probability of the next token given previous tokens. That's it. That probability function is the heart of modern AI. The model looks at all previous tokens and predicts the most likely next token. For example, the sky is. The model calculates probabilities for blue, green, falling, delicious, and assigns a likelihood to each. Because during training, it saw billions of examples of text, so it learned patterns in language, not meaning, patterns. Tokenization affects cost. Most AI APIs charge per token. More tokens equals more cost. It also affects speed. More tokens equals more computation. And multilingual performance. Some languages break into more tokens than others. For example, languages like Arabic or Tamil may use more tokens for the same sentence compared to English. That affects efficiency. Code generation also works differently than normal text, which is why some models are better at coding than others. Tokenization design impacts capability. Here's the part most people don't think about. AI doesn't understand what it says. It doesn't know facts. It doesn't think. It predicts the next token over and over. When you scale that prediction across billions of parameters and massive training data, you get something that feels intelligent. But underneath it all, it's token prediction at scale. Tokenization is simple, but without it, modern AI wouldn't exist. It's the first step in turning language into mathematics. And once language becomes numbers, it becomes computable. That's the real magic, not consciousness, not reasoning, prediction. If you want to understand AI deeply, start with tokens because everything begins there.